Hey guys, I'm Daisho and I'm here bringing you game one of my match in round one of this draft, and I lead off with a mountain. This is my Rakdos deck, and my opponent is playing Selesnya, so he was actually the guy sitting to my right, and we were sitting next to each other during deck building, and we both saw each other's decks, and we were trying to help each other out and stuff, and his deck is way better than mine. Luckily for me, he's on a multi 5 game one, and that's just really good, but unfortunately he does hit his, or fortunately for him, he does hit his his plains and his forest, and he has a Call of the Conclave in hand. So it's not really that strange that he has a Call of the Conclave, since he's got 3 of them in deck, so it's not like, oh my god, he got the nut draw even on a mulligan or anything like that. Anyway, I play Steam Core Weird. I apologize for the glare. I'm trying to fix that, but I was watching the Pro Tour yesterday, and while they were drafting, there was such a horrible glare. It was pretty much just as bad as this one, and it made me feel kind of good, because I'm thinking, well, if the Pro Tour can't get it right, then I shouldn't be able to get it right. But yeah, I'll try to work on it. I don't know, maybe I need to position the cards in a different way next time. But it's just the way the light reflects against the sleeves, and it makes it really hard to see. But anyway, I've got a Frostborn Weird, which is the blue-red hybrid card, and it's a 1/4, and it has blue-red for creature, or this guy gets +1/-1 until end of turn. Then I've got a Gorehouse Chainwalker, which is a 2/1 unleash, so it for 2 mana, and now it's a 3/2 because I did choose to unleash it. So he beats me a couple of times, and there was really interesting interaction that just went on. So I had red, black open, and I didn't choose to pump my weird, so he knew that I had something. And I was just playing around him having Eyes in the Skies or Rootborn Defenses, so because of that, I didn't play my Annihilating Fire even when he attacked. So basically, I decided it was worth it to take 3 damage to make sure that I didn't get blown out by a Rootborn Defenses or an Eyes in the Skies, so that he would get another 3/3. But here he does choose to play Eyes in the Skies just because there's so much potential in being able to ambush me with a 3/2. That he decides that it's worth it. So unfortunately, I don't have the 5th land. If I did, I would have been able to overload the Electricity and get in that extra 3 damage. So that would have been really sweet for me. But unfortunately, that is not the case. And here is a Centaur Healer. For those of you who are wondering, could I have killed his bird before he populated with my Electricity? The answer is no. The Centaur Healer, by the way, was really clutch for him. He gains 3 life, going back up to a normal one, a normal life total, and then all I can eat, I only even can pump once with my Frostburn Weird, and then it's just a bad situation for me, not really where I want it to be. But anyway, I'm going to be able to play a Viashino Racketeer here. I'm looking for a land. I've got a Rage Mutt in hand. By the way, that was in my opening hand, and it sat there for so long. And luckily I do get a land here. I discarded an Explosive Impact. I don't really feel like I have any good ways of getting his life total down so easily, and I don't think I'll be able to get him down to 5. And if I am, then I'll be able to win from that point, I think. So I decided that Explosive Impact isn't that important, but either way, I also needed 2 lands to get there, so I really didn't think I was going to be able to, so I discard Explosive Impact. He just plays a Courser's Accord, which is kind of funny how I'm stuck on lands, and even though he's the guy who mulled the 5 on the play, or was he on the draw? He may have been on the draw. I can't remember. Sorry, but anyway, it was interesting because I kind of felt like I was on top. Like, I played the Annihilating Fire. I think I played that correctly. I played around the Eyes in the Skies, and then I had the Electricity to stop the double block on my Gorehouse Chainwalker. So like, I felt like I was playing correctly and I was kind of ahead. And then all of a sudden, like, he plays a Centaur Healer and then trades, and then, or did he trade? What happened to the Centaur Healer? Yeah, he traded with my Gorehouse Chainwalker, and now, like, we're at a position where he's at 1 less life, but all I have is a Lava Crew and a Viashino Racketeer, and he's got 6 mana, and we've got about the same amount of cards in hand. So I felt like I was playing correctly. He had less cards than me, and he still is in a position where he's definitely in it, especially maybe even winning. And I just don't, like, it's hard for me to comprehend how that happened. I think it's just because the cards that he played had more impact than the cards that I played. Like, I didn't even 2-for-1 him with that Electricity. That was really just a 1-for-1. The whole Annihilating Fire Electricity scenario was really just, I used my 3-drop to kill his 2-drop, my Annihilating Fire, and then I also used a 1-drop to kill his 4-drop in addition to him gaining 3 life. because he got to block the Chainwalker. But unfortunately for me, he's got another Courser's Accord, so that's really not good. I just have an Augur Spree for one of them, and I use it so that I can ping him twice. I really just don't feel like he's going to play anything bigger any bigger threat than that, so it was worth playing. And again, I still have the Rage Mutt in hand, but I want to use it in a scenario where I can actually get in with it rather than just attacking and trading. But maybe trading really was a good position for me to be in right now. And like just swing in for 5, gain 3, go back up to 17. He has to trade. There's no way he would be taking that. But either way, I play my Grim Roustabout here. And I choose not to unleash him because I definitely need him as a blocker at this point. And I've got 3 mana up, so that means that I have the regen available, which is good. Like Grim Roustabout, you generally want to be attacking. If you have to block with him, then you're in a really bad spot. And I think that's where I am, but I don't know. I mean, I'm not in a terrible position. See, the thing is, I should have been... Well, what's he going to do? Oh, is it not this turn that he does that? Oh, he plays a Seller of Songwords. And then does he... Yeah, he crashes in with the 2 guys. So I should have been wary of the fact that he was attacking with both of them, because he gains nothing from this attack. All he does is trade. So I should have thought about this and figured that there had to be something coming. So he just plays a Rootborn Defenses. I really should have just blocked with the Grim Roustabout and the Lobber Crew. Maybe, yeah, probably. I think I have to make the block and then play around in a combat trick, I guess. But... yeah, I was just, I mean, it really was a bad Rootborn Defenses for me. It killed one of my creatures, and he got a 3/3, which is terrible for me. So I've got the Rage Mutt in hand, I've got a Dino Charge in hand, and I believe I have a Launch Party in hand. So I haven't like gone back and been like, man, what could I have done to win this game? But basically, I really needed 1 more land right here. If I had 6, then I would be able to Launch Party, or have Launch Party up and still be able to regen. I don't know whether or not that would have been relevant, but I mean, I still am at 14 life, and he just has 3 3/3s, so 2 of them can get in, a Seller of Songbirds, which can attack, and a Bird, which can attack. So he can really hit me for 5 next turn, taking me down to 9, but if he swings out and doesn't play anything, then I can play my Rage Mutt, and then I hit him for a bunch, and then he's almost dead with the Lobber Crew. If I had the Explosive Impact, then it would be interesting. But anyway, I'm just going to regenerate my guy, take 5, go down to 9, and Lobber Crew him at end step. And now we're both at 9, and here is where this card is just so game swinging. Like, I play the Rage Mutt, swing in for 3, hit him down to 6. I go back up to 12. He can't swing out next turn. He has to block. And even if he does, my Rage Mutt's just going to negate one of his 3/3s, and he's barely even getting in for damage. So it just puts me so far ahead. And here is really just the play of the game. Like, I think I'm in pretty good shape here, and that I definitely can win. And he's going to have to play something pretty amazing for me to not win. And then here's like just probably the play of the game. On his part, he ends up having a Tristani's Judgment, and that's fine. Like, I would be okay with that as long as he did it on my turn, but he does it on his turn to get it out of the way. I can't Launch Party it at him, and then he gets another 3/3 out of it. So it's just the combination of all that happening made it so that I was in a bad position. So now he attacks me, and I know that I can't win. Or that I'm not going to be able to take 2 attacks from this, even if I jump block here, and then I'm just going to be dead next turn. So I have to win on my next turn, or I'm dead. So if he had just done the Tristani's Judgment on my turn, then I would have been fine. I would have been able to sacrifice it, deal the 2 damage to him. Although actually, I think I still would have lost. Sacrifice it, deal the 2 damage to him. Yeah, because the populate thing happens after, so I wouldn't have been able to Launch Party it at the Centaur token. So yeah, maybe it wouldn't have mattered if he had waited. I guess not. Oh well, I was just under the impression that it would have mattered, but I don't think that's true. So now I just swing in here, and if he doesn't block, then I can win, because I can Dino Charge and then Launch Party, and then Lobber Crew him, and then I'll be able to kill him. And this is really my only chance of winning. I can't win if I don't play anything. So he decides to block, and then I end up thinking about it for a while to try to make sure that I can't win, because I mean, you never want to be in the position where you're like, man, I really had the game in my hands. So I just think about it for a while, but there's really nothing I can do. I have a Dino Charge, and I have the the launch party, but neither of those are good enough to help me here, especially without another land. What I could do is like Dynacharge here, and then launch party it at a Centaur, and then block a Centaur, and then I guess I survive one more turn. Maybe I should have done that. Why didn't I do that? Okay, so if I Dynacharge here and then launch party out a Centaur, then I can block a Centaur, take 5. Okay, because I'm at 4, I'm not at 6. Okay, that's why. And I'm still dead. And he goes down to 3, basically. But I think I did miss one Lobber Crew ping, but I don't think that would have mattered because he's still at 5. So even with the launch party, he was still dead. I don't have any multicolored spells in hand, so that doesn't matter. So that was unfortunate, but it was really well played by my opponent, and he just played a lot of spells that were a lot better than the spells that I had. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and be back for the next one. Have a nice day. Bye.